Alright, people, welcome back. I'm getting attacked by a bat, it looks like. Excellent start to the next episode. Boom, killed him. Alright, so we're here in Balmora. I got some new duds. So I actually did quite a bit off stream to prepare. We just finished the Mages Guild quests. I'm now the Archmage of Vardenfell, which is pretty cool. Right here. Yep, Archmage. So I think we're going to start the Imperial Legion questline now and get going on that. But before we did that, there were some housekeeping things that I wanted to take care of before we moved forward. I had a ton of stuff in my inventory to get rid of and sell, which I did. We're up to 272,000 gold, which is awesome. I also went ahead and we had leveled during the last playthrough, so I went ahead and I slept and I got that level, and then I went ahead and I trained a second level because I wanted to get blunt weapon up to 90 because we're going to need that if we're going to be doing the Imperial Legion next, because we're going to need one governing attribute of the Imperial Legion that's at least 90 in order to become the top of that faction. So I went ahead and I got that done too, so now we're level 26. I was able to round out strength, intelligence, willpower, speed, and endurance all to 100, which is fantastic, especially for level 26. We're doing really well with our governing attributes. The agility is at 81 now, and the personality is at a lowly 70, but that's a hell of a lot better than when we started with 25 personality. So another thing happened. When I was sleeping to level up, I was attacked by an assassin, a Dark Brotherhood assassin. I killed him with extreme prejudice, and I stole all of his armor. And it's actually pretty nice armor. We have it on now. Our armor rating's 37. With the chitin, our armor rating was 13. So our armor rating has tripled now that we've put on the assassin's armor. But I don't really like the look of it, at least not for a shaman. So I went ahead and I put on this this extravagant mage robe over it, just to look a little bit more castry, a little bit more shamany. So another thing we did, I had a hypothesis because we have these scrolls here of Summon Golden Saint. I was wondering if I could soul trap my own Golden Saint because I wanted to start enchanting some things for the character. We're getting to about that level and that point in the game. And I was actually able to soul trap a Golden Saint that I summoned in this Grand Soul Gem for an 80,000 gold soul. So what I'm thinking we do next is we go ahead and we enchant a really powerful item for ourselves. I wanted to enchant a necklace with a bunch of spell resist, but we actually have not found an exquisite amulet yet in this playthrough. I have, however, found 2 exquisite rings. So we're going to go ahead and enchant a ring for this character first thing in this episode, and it's going to be an absurdly powerful item for us. Essentially, I want to make a ring that gives us a constant effect bound weapon and some health regeneration. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I also made ourselves 2 additional spells. I made the Face of God spell, which is a bound helmet for 60 seconds with a bound battle axe, so that'll be pretty cool if we have to fight something that's really hard. And then also, I made this Poison Flask spell, which does 200 to 250 points of poison damage. It costs a lot. It costs 111 mana, but that's some big damage. So if we come across something that's a little bit too much for us, which I think we're going to start encountering now that we're past level 25, we have this big boy Poison Flask that we can throw at enemies and hopefully do some real good damage with that. So let's go ahead and enchant this ring. First thing in the episode. It's probably going to be very expensive, if I had to guess. Hello, Galbadier. I never noticed all the flowers and butterflies and stuff in her hair. That's actually really cute. Okay, so we do have an enchanting skill. We could technically do some of these enchants ourselves, but the enchanting skill is very hard to level. I should not have taken it as a minor skill, and it's not guaranteed. You have a you have a decent chance of failing your enchantment. So you want to go to an actual guild enchanter. We're going to call it Jhakri's Totemic Signet. We're going to go ahead and choose that exquisite ring because it has an enchantment ability of 120, which is the highest of any ring, I believe, in the game. We're going to use our Grand Soul Gem. We're going to use Constant Effect down here. we're going to do Bound Mace on self, which only takes 10 of the 120, which is insane. I can show you some things with this, but the insane part about this is that we're going to get a bound mace that weighs nothing, that requires no fatigue to swing, and it has no durability, essentially, because if it gets damaged, we can just unequip the ring, re-equip the ring, and then it just automatically fully repairs the weapon. We won't have to summon a mace every time we get into combat, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's disgusting. I think. One of the problems is that we're not going to have a shield, right, to use with it. We're not going to be able to block with it. So we're going to have to pick up a shield at some point, just so we have that. The nice thing about our Bound Armaments spell is that that gives us a shield with the mace. Although I guess if you wanted to, we could do a fatigue and a health ring instead. And then we can just keep summoning our bound mace and our shield ourselves. Maybe that would be a better option. Having a constant effect fatigue would be pretty cool. I don't think I have a spell for restore fatigue though. We might have to go to the temple to find one. Although maybe we could just put on the ring bound mace, bound shield, and the health, but we'd probably have to go with a lower amount of health. Oh, he does enchanting too. Interesting. I wonder if there's somebody here with a restore fatigue spell. I don't know if anybody here would sell one of those. Maybe the Mages Guild has somebody.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
We have an absorb fatigue. We have cure blight, which we should actually buy. Fortify fatigue, not what we're looking for. Fortify health, fortify magicka, fortify fatigue, cure paralyzation. I'm surprised we actually didn't have a cure blight spell before now. We could also make a Fortify Intelligence ring. I don't know if that would give us mana, though. Although it might. I wonder where we can go to get a Restore Fatigue spell. I'm actually not sure. Maybe somebody in the Mages Guild. Just gotta restore health. Damn, maybe nobody here has one.
Welcome, please.
Maybe we could just do our mace.
Trooper and legionary, how can I do for you?
Interesting. We can travel to Vivek real quick and see if anybody here has any spells for us.
Oh,
Restore
greetings.
fatigue.
How do you do? Maybe talk?
Hoptoad ring. We could make one of those. There actually is a Hoptoad ring in the game. I don't know where it is. It might just be part of leveled loot. But it's pretty nice if you can find one.
Share your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
Trooper and legionary, How can I do for you?
Shit. Well, I didn't mean for this episode to be me running around, um, trying to find this stuff. So maybe we should just do the mace, shield, and restore health. And we can deal with the restore fatigue portion later, if ever. I'm not super worried about that.
Hail, friend. My finest magics are at your disposal.
So we do have Fortify attribute now, which is really interesting. I wonder how much we can fortify. We can fortify intelligence. Wow. Wow. We can fortify intelligence. $24 points. If we wanted to. Which we don't. But that's crazy. I wonder if that would give us more mana. I wonder if fortifying intellect would give us a larger mana pool. It might, which would be cool. But let's see if we can do the bound mace. Bound shield. So the bound shield does take up quite a bit of charge. And then if we wanted to restore health. We'd have to do 2 to 3, but we'd be losing just a little bit of our maximum possible charge. But we could make this ring, right? Bound mace, bound shield, restore health. And I feel like that would be a really strong ring. We could also do a ring that just boosts intellect and restores health. And that might give us a larger mana pool to mess with. It would give us a little bit more mana regeneration also. But we'd have to summon our bound mace and shield ourselves. But that is something to consider. I suppose what we can do is we can save, and then we can try it, and we can see what happens. Again, sorry, I didn't think this would be what this episode is today. But this is how it's turning out. Doing a little bit of enchanting and trying some things. So let's constant effect, fortify attribute. We'll go with intelligence by, I don't even know how many points. Maybe 10. And then restore health. Man, the second we start trying to restore health, this thing goes crazy. Yeah, even when we don't even put a single point into it, it hops up to 125. So doing the intelligence and restore health is not a thing. I don't think that's going to be happening for us. Even with even if we try to do like a 2 to 3, it hops up to 162. Which is wild. There's some kind of hidden penalty when you try to do a restore health and a fortify attribute. And I don't know what that penalty is, but it looks substantial. We could do like a fortify intelligence, fortify wisdom. We could do like 10 points apiece, or something like that. And just make it like a wizard ring. That would give us a little bit more mana and mana regeneration, potentially. So that's something to look into. Wonder if we delete that. Yeah, just adding the second effect is brutal. Yeah, that's not worth it at all. That's not a very good ring. Okay, so back to the start where we do a bound mace, constant effect, bound shield, constant effect, restore health. Yeah, I really wish we could do 3 to 3, but we're gonna have to do 2 to 3. But that's not bad. And then we'll have our mace and shield and restore health just on us constantly. We're not going to have to cast that at the beginning of every fight. We'll just constantly have it. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so let's name it. I don't know, actually. We could... what do you want to name it? Yeah, that works. 64,000 gold. It's pricey. It's a pricey boy. Okay, your crime has been reported and you have been expelled from the Mages Guild. Gotcha. Alright. So I wonder if it's because... I wonder if it's because that was a stolen soul gem.
Are at your disposal.
Because I do believe that was a stolen soul gem. I wonder if anybody outside of the Mages Guild offers enchanting services. So that's spicy. I guess we could just do it again, right?
It is such an honor.
I suppose what we could do is we could come over. We're in combat again? Is it another bat? I don't know what we're in combat with. Do we have any bounty? We don't. So I think that was one of the grand soul gems that I actually stole from her. Alright, so we're gonna go in this crate and we're gonna put this soul gem in here because we know that's the tainted one. And then why don't we... This is pretty cool, by the way. It gives us the Daedric Helm and the Battle Axe. Very nice. We're gonna summon Golden Saint again. There we go. Now we're gonna soul trap this Golden Saint. And then we're gonna dig it down. Boom. We have trapped a soul. Alright, so now we have a soul that should be clean, right? Ideally, this soul should be clean.
Hail, friend.
Hail.
My finest magics are at your disposal.
Sounds great. Enchanting. Let's try this again. Without the murder this time. Wonder what would happen if we added the bound shield. Actually, let's go ahead and use constant effect. Yeah, it adds way too much. And then restore health. 2 to 3. Boop. Alright, let's see if we get murdered this time. Oh my god, yeah. Wow. She says that soul gem is mine, but like the soul gem can't be hers because we put it outstairs in a crate. Okay. So let's load.
Hail, friend.
I wonder if we go to a enchanter. that isn't her. Wonder if we
Greetings
go
to
to an
you. A
enchanter
pleasure to meet you.
that we didn't steal soul gems from. You do enchanting, right? Cool. Let's see. And if this doesn't work, then back to the drawing board, we'll have to figure something else out. But it seems like every Grand Soul Gem I only stole one Grand Soul Gem from her. And we put that one in the crate. So it seems like she's just marked to be pissed at any Grand Soul Gem we try to get her to enchant us with. It doesn't even have to be the one specifically we stole from her. That's very interesting. Very interesting complication of stealing that Grand Soul Gem from Galdabir at the beginning of the game. Let's see if this woman attacks us. She might. She's charging us a little bit more. There we go. You have successfully created an enchanted item. So
Go
it's
ahead, please. Tell me
Galbadir
about
specifically
yourself.
that we... Oh, we didn't name it. No! We're gonna have to reload. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to reload. We have to name it. We can't just have exquisite ring in our
Hail,
inventory.
friend.
So that's the problem. It's her specifically. Okay, well we figured it out. We did some testing and we figured it out. Travel to Vivek. I'm sorry, we're 21 minutes into this episode and I've just been dicking
Well
around
met.
with enchanting. It's my fault.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. 17th time's a charm. Let's go ahead and do this. Bound mace. So we have to put constant effect. Bound mace. Bound shield. Restore health. Name it. Boom. Alright. We've successfully created an item. Jhakri's totemic signet. Let's see if this works. So our weight is 102. Let's keep that in mind. Boom. And our weight is still 102. Another very interesting point is that the bound mace gives us 10 blunt weapon skill, and the bound shield gives us 10 block. So our block is 60, and our blunt weapon is actually a whopping 100 when we have this on. And more than that, we now have a constant effect heal. Now it's small, it's 2 to 3 points of health, but it's 2 to 3 points every second. So over the course of a 15-second fight, right, we are healing 30 to 45 points of health, which I think is fairly significant. I mean, it's not crazy. If somebody's absolutely ass blasting us, we're still going to die, right? But it's a little something. It's going to also alleviate us having to kind of spot heal ourselves between fights. Now, there's a couple problems with this. The first one is that restoration is our primary major skill. It's our #1 skill. And because of this ring, we're going to actually be healing ourselves a little bit less, because between fights, we're no longer going to have to pick ourselves up by using the ring. So we're going to have to be cognizant of that. We'll probably end up having to train our restoration a little bit more than I'd normally like to. But we know where the master trainer is. He's in Vos. We actually saw him earlier when we were there. I think we were in Vos earlier. I don't remember where Vos is, but it's up here somewhere. So we can stop by and train some restoration when we're sort of there. Our stats are in such a way now that we can pretty comfortably train whatever we want whenever we want without having to worry about optimally leveling. But anyway, thank you for your patience with that. I did want to create a very powerful enchanted item now that I sort of figured out that you can soul trap your own golden saints, which is why I've been hanging on to these scrolls. I have not been selling them to vendors when the options become available, because I've wanted to test this theory, and now is the right time. So anyway, we no longer have to cast our bound armament skill over and over and over again when we're out in the world. Now we just have a mace and a shield all the time. That weigh nothing, fortify our skills, and have infinite equip durability. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe a little overpowered,
Greetings to you.
but cool.
A pleasure
Alright,
to
so
meet you.
where are we? Hmm. This is it. Darius asked me to rescue a pilgrim from an outcast Ashlander camp outside of Ald Valathi. The pilgrim's name is Medora Saran. Okay, so that's the quest we're on.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
So let's go to Alderun. Nice. If we can keep finding Grand Soul Gems, and we can keep finding either Golden Saint Scrolls or Golden Saints out in the wild, we can continue to make some very powerful constant effect enchanted items. There's a couple more things I'd like to make. I'd really like to make an amulet that gives us some more magic resistance. Denstagmer's Ring takes care of our Elfborn debuff, but I'd like even more than that if we can get it.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
I want to wait a couple hours for it to be daylight. We haven't come to cool yet.
Have you?
Ah, shit. We can try our poison flask here. Oh yeah, poison flask is digging him down. Oh yeah, look at poison flask just tear through his health. Oh, nice. Nice. So we can take everything. These Daedric Wakasashis are worth 48,000 gold. Like, you know how long it takes to sell this to Creeper? We'll go ahead and take it, though. I didn't know we were going to get attacked by two of them. That's actually kind of a pain in the ass. Let's rest 2 hours till daylight. There we go. Okay, so since we're in Cool, I don't think we've been in Cool before. We have not. There's actually a really interesting item here that I want to grab before we make our way to Ald Valathi. There is a very special lantern called the Pilgrim's Lantern here. And it's special for a couple reasons. The first is that it's the brightest light source in the game. So compared to these torches we've been using, it's about twice the brightness of these torches, which is really nice. The second thing I like a lot about it is that it has an almost infinite burn time. It has something like a 90, or 9 million hour burn time. Something, I think, closer to 32, 35 years. So if you had taken this lantern out when Morrowind came out in 2002, it would still be burning today. 22 years later. Because it has something like a 36-year burn time. And there it is, right there, Pilgrim's Lantern. You might notice that it has a value of 100, and I think that's kind of a nod to the fact that this is not a normal lantern. And since we've kind of been going through these torches a little bit, and they weigh a lot, the torches are heavy, and I'm kind of sick of dealing with them. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the lantern. Actually, we can pick those torches up and just put them somewhere. Maybe we can put them in this cloth sack. I don't like leaving stuff out in the world. Alright, let's get this lantern. Oh, there's a key underneath. Iron key. The key goes to the chest. Left glove of the horny fist. Fortify hand to hand. 10 points. Or 7 points or something. Cool. We can take that, actually. That might end up coming up eventually. There might be a time that we want some hand to hand. So now we got one of the brightest lanterns in the game. Fishing pole. Okay, we can head back now. That's nice and pretty. There's another boat there. And it looks like there's some kind of Daedric ruin here. I don't know exactly where Ald Velothi is, but I think it's south of Cool. I guess we'll find out. This might be it. Maybe not, though. Yep, Ald Velothi. Nailed it. Alright. Let's ask around town. Let's use our charm spell. There we go, she likes us a lot. Madura Saran. Some rogue Ashlanders have a camp south of the village. They took her there. Look for the camp past the lighted tree. Okay, south of the village, huh? I was just saying if we kept the Imperial Steel Cuirass, because we're not able to talk to anyone in the Imperial Legion. Unless we have it. There's a Nyx Hound. There's an Ashlander camp south of the village, past the lighted hill. Oh, I bet that's it. Right there. Am I stuck on a rope? I am. Classic Morrowind. I love not having to summon the bound mace and shield. I gotta say, that's pretty nice.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Pay 500 drakes. So we essentially paid her ransom, huh? Lead me to the Ald Velothi outpost. Alright, let's bring her. Is she fast? She is not fast. She is slow. And of course, we're getting attacked by Nyx Hound. What is she doing?
I suppose you're looking for a tavern. I'm sure I can't help you.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern, she says. What? Thank you for getting me to the Ald Velothi outpost. Okay, there you go. So now we have to go back to Nissus.
Speak, traveler.
I don't think there's a Silt Strider here. It's actually kind of annoying. I guess we could just run north. Past the Daedric Shrine. We can go up to it though and see what the name of it is. Just so we've discovered it. In the event we have to come back. Really didn't think it was going to be a rat that ended up attacking us here. What is this place called? How do you get inside? This town's awfully close to this Daedric ruin. Wonder if they worry about that. Wonder if we can acid flask this guy. That poison flask worked super well on the other guys we fought. Oh yeah, it's killing him. For sure. Oh yeah, he's dying. I like our poison flask. A Daedric katana, 50,000 gold. Also quite heavy. So we have 2 Daedric wakasashis for 48,000 gold each, and a Daedric katana for 50,000 gold. That is 96,000. No, that's more. That's 146,000 gold in 3 weapons. God, I don't even know if I want to go through all the hassle of selling those for that much gold. I don't really know what we'd do with that much gold, although enchanting is expensive. But, like, goddamn, it would take me forever to sell those. Okay, let's continue on to Ald-Valathi then. See if we can take a Silt Strider back to Nissus. A lot of Nick sounds out here, but as long as they don't attack me. Two at a time. I kinda like our robe. There's the Silt Strider. Perfect. Oh, there's some kind of tomb over here too. Saren Ancestral Tomb. That sounds important. I feel like there's important stuff in there. You guys want to go inside? Take a peek? It's not part of what we're currently working on, but... Sorry, my nose is killing me. My allergies are a little better tonight, but my nose is still itching me like crazy. Can we electrocute this guy? We can. Oh, it is not doing very much damage. Wonder how often I'll block this guy's attacks. He just stopped attacking me altogether. There it is. Hey, we got a block. This might be a good way to raise block and light armor. Just let one of these dudes just bang away at us. Look at that ring. Like, look at the ring. Like, he's not doing very much damage to us. Yeah, block and light armor just went up. That's great. So now we got 2 of them banging on us. And the ring is just out healing them. Granted, they're not doing very much damage to me, because my armor rating is so high and they're just skeletons. But the healing from that ring is insanity. They're probably gonna end up breaking my armor, right? A little bit. Wow, my curse is at 100. That's actually kicking my butt. He died to the electrocute. My light armor, unarmored, and block went up. Hey, this isn't a bad way to level some skills. Just get into combat. Part of the problem with how powerful we made this character is that things just die so quickly. Um, that we don't often get to raise our defensive stats, because it's not like things are just sitting there wailing on us very often. Alright. So we were able to get everything back up, which is super cool. What happened here? Did I drag that? Huh. I don't know what happened there. There we go. Now it's right-sized. So yeah, our light armor went up to 45, and our block went up to 61, and over halfway to 62. Nice. Our power grows. Bunch of junk in here. Guess we can take the calm berry as a restore magic potion. Honestly, we haven't had to use too many restore magic potions. We've been doing good. Let's go ahead and do a lesser open lock. Oh, nice. Black pearl, emerald, 2 pearls, 2 rubies. We rich. So there wasn't a whole lot going on in this tube. It was a short little one-room tomb that has 1 chest of value. But we were able to get our asses kicked and gain some points to some of our defensive stats, which is overdue. I guess I could dispose of the bodies. They look identical. They're like identical twins. Let's head back to Nissus.
Why walk when you can run?
Going to have to put our Imperial Steel cuirass on, or else no one will talk to us.
Why are you away from your post?
So you got Madura Saran out of the camp and in one piece. Good job. Advancement. Alright, orders. Find out what happened to Ragash Gra Shuzgub. She was sent to Arv's Drellin, but no word has been heard since, and I suspect foul play. Find her and bring her back. Careful with old Baladas, though. I don't trust him. He keeps to himself, has his food and supplies delivered to his door. He's been a good neighbor, quiet, no trouble.
Why are you away from your post?
Okay. So I actually know where this guy is.
Why are...
This is a Telvanni wizard's home. He's been alive like 5,000 years or something, and he predates Nissus.
Is there something?
He predates the Empire, as a lot of the older Telvanni wizards do. So it's locked and trapped, and there she is. Anything in any of these? Raw ebony. Take that. That might be valuable eventually. Dude's got a rat problem. Speechcraft. Nice. Summoning room key. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, those were some bitch-made skeletons. That one requires a higher spell. I wonder if we can untrap these with a probe. We did just pick some probes up. Hey. Hey. It worked. $250 gold, yes sir. A Daedric dagger worth 10,000 gold. With 3 diamonds, holy shit, a ruby, and 355 gold. That is some good loot. And here we have the left glove of the Horny Fist. We have another left glove of the Horny Fist here. This one's fortify hand-to-hand 9 points. This one's fortify 7 points. So maybe we should take this one instead. We'll put the shitty one in the chest. We'll take the lantern. I want a bunch of lanterns for our player house eventually, so that I can be lit a little bit better. Okay, where are we going? Ah, we're going upstairs. And isn't it nice that this mace is not just going to disappear on us? It's pretty cool. The mace and shield just stay forever now. And we do quite a bit of healing. Daedrith, is that going to attack us? No? Okay. Oh hey, twinning! Although his is enchanted, it looks like. Yeah, his robe's enchanted. His is all nice and swirly. Let's go ahead with our charm spell. Boom, charmed. Wow, with the charm, we brought him up to 40. We might have to bribe this guy. There we go. Let's see. Ragash Grash Sazgub. She came demanding tribute for the Empire of Men. I was here before Nissus, before the Empire of Men. I will be here after Nissus is gone, and after this short-lived empire has crumbled. The people of Nissus live only because I tolerate them. Why should I pay tribute? Let her go, and no one will trouble you again. Can you make such a promise? I do not know if I should trust you, but I shall. Take this key, and take this ore with you when you leave. Orc. Take this orc with you. Alright, cool.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
He's got some nice books. He's got a Sithis book. He's got full master alchemy equipment, which isn't really that surprising. He's got his own dwarven shock centurion just chilling in his house. He's got all these potions he made. He's got some skooma, of course. Telvanni bug musk is actually a really nice consumable.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Alright, I'm out. Alright. Look at this guy, not trying to kill us. Wild. And the Daedrith either. He's just chilling. This is like a summoning circle. We'll go ahead and close that. Alright, let's go get this orc and bring her back. Aha! Success. Can you get me out? Yes, follow me. You got like a poop bucket in here? Damn, he's got a full-on jail with like tons of cots and stuff. That's wild. Not the first time he's captured a tax collector. Man, she's super ugly. We did a much better job on our character, I think, right? Maybe?
Thank you.
Journal has been updated. Alright. Let's go tell our homeboy we released the tax collector. Oh, big yawn, sorry.
Why are you away from your post?
Boom. Excellent. Good to hear you were able to get her out of there, I was. Advancement. You're a good soldier, Jhakri. I'm proud to give you the rank of agent and this helm and gauntlets. Damn, alright.
Why are you away from your post?
What else you got for me? Duties. It would be an honor and a pleasure. How can I help you? Orders. I suspect there is something going on with some of my troopers. Informants have told me of a conspiracy brewing involving the Talos cult, but I have not been able to find any proof of this. Talos cult is a group that reveres Tiber Septim. It is not the group as a whole with whom I am concerned. It is rumors of a conspiracy within the membership that interests me. Huh. And he wants proof, of course. A conspiracy against the Emperor. Alright. Let's try this guy. He's a fellow orc. Boom. Nailed him. 100 disposition. So you say you've been attacked by assassins. From your description and the look of that dart you found, it sounds like the work of the Dark Brotherhood. And I'm not sure who you angered, but stay away from me. I suppose this should be officially reported, though. Speak to Apelles Mattius and Evanhart about this matter. Okay, so Talos Cult. That's the expansion, I believe. Oh, okay, look, I'm not into it, but I know someone who is. Oricius Morrow. That's all I'm saying. He's in the barracks. Okay, the barracks are here. This thing that looks like a shell from Mario. There he is. Alright, let's save, because I don't know how this is going to go down. This might get violent. Boom, get charmed. 90 disposition, excellent. Talos Cult. Boom. I like you, Jhakri. Perhaps you could be of some use to us. Do you have interest in becoming a member? Yeah, please, tell me more. I thought you might. Here, take this key. It will unlock the door to the shrine downstairs. Look in the storeroom for the door. When you're there, speak with Arius Relucian. He can tell you more. Alright. Lock level 50, huh? What do we got? Just some Imperial Legion crap? That's actually really disappointing. For a lock level 50 chest above a hidden shrine, I was hoping for something a little more. Alright. We can, charm this guy too. This is for Talos Cult members only. Ah, you have spoken to Oricius then. Excellent. We are always interested in meeting those who sympathize with our cause. Feel free to look around and hear our plans. Okay, we gotta unlock this chest here. Although I don't think he's gonna like that very much. You know what we can do? We can Amulet of Shadows ourselves. Boom. Now we are hidden. Now we can open it. There are rumors that Uriel Septim will be visiting Vardenfell in person. If so, we must act sooner than anticipated. We must watch his actions carefully, and strike if the opportunity presents itself. We must also recruit more and swear them to the oath, that we shall die to put a strong man back on the throne. Wow, they want to assassinate the Emperor. Can't say I agree with that. Okay, cool. Is my journal updated? Who's there? It's because I'm like invisible as fuck. I guess we'll wait for the Amulet of Shadows to wear off. And then we'll chat with these guys. We'll get our poison flask ready, because I suspect this is going to turn violent. I don't know how long this lasts for. Oh, there it is. It's wearing off. Boom. Gone. Character is in combat, huh?
Die, scoundrel.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wha-
What about you? Okay. We uncovered the
What say
cult.
you?
Got proof of their plans to assassinate the Emperor. So you found a secret altar to Tiber Septim. I need proof. This is most troubling letter. Thank the divines you found this evidence. Now you must execute Arius Rustrian and Aridius Maro for their crimes.
Why are you away from your
Okay,
post?
so I need to kill the guy in the shrine too, is essentially what he's saying. That's fine. I can go back. Kill the second dude. I thought I was being cheeky with the Amulet of Shadows.
You won't escape me that easily.
Damn, this guy attacks me the second I get down here. Oh, he had no health at all. That acid flask, that poison flask burned right through him. I like that we've started to incorporate a little bit of poison into our playstyle with this Orc Shaman. I think that's very lore appropriate. The Orc Shamans, of course, were master poisoners. That's what they used their alchemy for. And although it's a destruction spell and not technically alchemy, I did call it Poison Flask, so if you want to imagine that I'm dousing the guy with poison that I made in my mortar and pestle. A little bit of suspension of disbelief there. Now the traitors are dead. It saddens me that this could happen to men under my command. We all swore an oath to serve the Emperor no matter what happens. You've earned my gratitude. Long live Uriel Septim. You're a good soldier, Jhakri. I'm proud to give you the rank of champion and these pauldrons and boots. Damn. Okay. I'm rank champion in the Imperial Legion now. I don't have any more orders for you. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to probably... I don't even know, to be honest. Alderun. Alderun has a base, and then Fort Moonmouth is south of Balmora, so I could do either of those. We'll probably just go to Alderun next, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so we need to get a lot of this shit out of our inventory. Like, look at how much Imperial Steel we have. And then we have all this Dark Brotherhood stuff, too. We need to sell all this. So let's go to Caldera with our recall spell. Boom. And then I think I will end the episode here. So we're 4/10 of the way to the next level, because we got a little bit of block and light armor. And honestly, we should start doing that some more. Just trying to find some weaker enemies that aren't going to absolutely pump us and just let them wail on us a little bit, so that we can get our light armor and our block up a little bit, so we can be a little tankier. But yeah, I'll take care of a lot of this off stream because I know you guys probably don't want to see that, and I'm sorry that I took 15 minutes of the beginning of the episode trying to enchant an item, but it ended up becoming a little bit more complicated than I thought it would. And we did it. We got it done. Plus, if you weren't familiar with the enchanting in Morrowind, now you kind of know a little bit more about how it works. You take your soul gems, you take your items, you add your effects, and then you pay an outrageous amount of money, and you get an enchanted item. So I will see you back for the next episode. I'll probably take like a quick 5-10 minute break, make myself some more coffee, and then I'll come back and I'll do the next episode. So I'll be right back, guys. Thank you.